So there's an AI, it's called ChatGPT. This AI can talk back to you. Just ask, can you role play? It will guide you. Okay. Can you role play? Sure, what kind of role play would you like? Sci-fi. What's the setting? Do you want to be in a specific universe or create a new one? What? I would like you to create a unique universe where everyone has the name Malik. Sure thing. In this universe, the planet is called Malikia, and it is home to a technologically advanced society where everyone is named Malik. The government is a democratic federation, and the economy is based on the exchange of goods and services using a currency called Malikian credit. Interesting. The people of Malikia, is it Malikia? Malikia. That sounds crazy. Place a high value on education and personal development and prioritize work-life balance. There is a strong sense of community and collaboration on the planet, and conflicts are resolved peacefully through mediation and diplomacy. The Democratic Republic of Malikia. You are a citizen of Malikia and just turned 18. The Malik first. And just turned 18, the age of majority. You have spent the last few years preparing for your entrance into adult society. By completing your mandatory education and completing a vocational training program, today is your graduation day. You're excited to begin your career and make your mark on the world. What do you want to do now? I high five my best friend at graduation and ask Malik, what are you going to do now? As you walk across the stage, you receive your diploma and you spot your best friend Malik in the audience. You can't help but smile as you think about all the fun times you've had together over the years. As soon as you step on the stage, you make a beeline for him and give him a celebratory high five. Malik, what are you going to do now that you've graduated? You ask. I'm not sure yet, Malik replies. I've been thinking about going to grad school to become a research scientist, but I'm also considering starting my own business. What about you? If you don't have a good vibe, you go right to jail. Facts. Facts. You gave me an idea with that, though. You gave me an idea with that. I want to be a detective. I've always been fascinated by solving mysteries and helping people. I think being a detective would be a perfect way to do that. Malik nods thoughtfully. That sounds like a really rewarding career. Have you applied to the police academy yet? You shake your head, not yet. I was thinking about getting some real world experience first. Maybe by interning at the police department or working as a private investigator. Do you think that's a good idea? Malik nods. Definitely getting some hands-on experience will definitely give you an edge. Okay, so let's fast forward. Let's fast forward. 2 years later, I find myself as a private investigator. All right, we're gonna test the AI again. It's 11:30 p.m. and I get a call on my work phone. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 2 years pass by quickly as you immerse yourself in your work as a private investigator. The vibe check. We're gonna add that to the storyline somehow of someone not passing the vibe check. 2 years pass by quickly as you immerse yourself in your work as a private investigator. You've taken on a variety of cases ranging from helping people track down missing loved ones to investigate cases of corporate fraud. It's been challenging but rewarding experience. As you sit in your office at 11:30 p.m., poring over paperwork and trying to crack a particularly difficult case, your phone rings. You answer in it, hoping it's not another false lead. Hello, this is Malik. You say, Malik, it's John. A familiar voice says on the other end of the line, John is a detective at the police department and someone you've worked with on a few cases in the past. I've got a case I think you might be able to help with. How was there a John, y'all? Julie! How is there a John? Everybody's supposed to be named Malik. We got to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind. Can you come down to the station and take a look right to jail? Sure thing, John. You say already grabbing your coat and heading over there to the door. I'll be there as soon as you can. I walk into John's office and ask what's up. You arrive at the police station and make your way to John's office. You knock on the door and wait for him to invite you in. Come on in, Malik. John says. You sit down across from him and say, what's up? John nods gravely. Yeah, we've got a missing person on our hands. A young woman named Sarah. How is there all these people with that name's not Malik? Has been missing for 3 days now, and her family is beside themselves with worry. We've got a few leads, but nothing concrete. I think your expertise could be invaluable in helping us find her. Of course, John. You say already, feeling your detective instincts kicking in. Sarah, right to jail. Yeah, hold on. We gotta get the AI in check with this. We gotta get the AI in check with this. As you leave, you are very confused at why you now know 2 people. Did the AI forget? Must have. As you leave, you're very confused at why you now know 2 people on the planet that don't have the name Malik. That's weird. Is this a rebellion? As you leave John's office and make your way back to your own as you get an investigation, you can't help but feel a little confused. You've been working as a private investigator on Malika for 2 years now, and all that time you've only ever met people with the name Malik. It's a little strange that you now know 2 people, Sarah and John, who don't have that name. You wonder if there could be more people on the planet with different names, or if Sarah and John are the exception rather than the rule. You shake your head and push the thoughts to the back of your mind. Right now, you have a missing person to find. You set to work following leads and tracking down clues with determination to bring Sarah home safely. The AI kind of spazzed on that. The AI kind of spazzed on that, y'all. The AI kind of went crazy on that. Okay. Yeah, the AI going crazy. You start your search by logging onto Malik Google and search for news articles about people who are allowed to be named something else than Malik. You sit down at your desk and log into Malik Google, the popular search engine on Malikia. You enter news articles about people allowed to be named something other than Malik into the search bar and hit enter. The search results populate on your screen and you begin scrolling through them. As you read through the articles, you learn that on Malikia, it is actually quite rare for someone to be allowed to have a different name. According to the laws of the planet, everyone must be named Malik at birth. In honor of the planet's founder, however, you do come across a few articles about exceptions to this rule. In some cases, individuals have been allowed to change their name if they can prove that it is necessary for their personal safety or well-being. These exceptions are rare, but they do exist. You make note of this information and continue your search, hoping to find any other clues that might help you in your investigation. Hey, man. This is wild. Maybe they are outcasts who do not pass the vibe check. Okay, let's add that in, Julie. Let's add that in right now. After you note that information, you look up cases. You look up, you look up recent cases of people that were exiled due to not passing the vibe check. Dag, appreciate you pulling up. Happy New Year's. Oh, Happy New Year's. I was on a road trip and thought you'd be done when I got home. Yeah, nah, I'm not. I knew this was gonna be a longer stream because I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so spending a lot of my free time today streaming, and this looks juicy. All right, so after you note that information, you look up recent cases of people that were exiled due to not passing the vibe check. You make a note of the information about exceptions to the name rule and continue your search. This time you enter recent cases of people exiled due to failing the vibe check. The vibe check, there's a background. The vibe check is a process that all citizens of Malikia must go through in order to be allowed to remain on the planet. It involves a series of mental and emotional evaluations to determine an individual's overall vibe or energy. Those who fail the vibe check are exiled from Malikia and sent to a distant planet, never to return. Yo, the AI spazzing on us, y'all. The AI going crazy. As you scroll through the search results, you come across several news articles about individuals who have been exiled due to failing the vibe check. You read through the articles carefully, looking for any information that might be relevant to your case. You make a note of any names or details that stand out to you and continue your search. Determine to find clues to help you find Sarah. Okay, so there's two things we know, all right? John and Sarah's already weird. All right, you're on a planet of people named Malik, okay? And you know, y'all the only two people I know that's not named Malik. That's weird. All right. So then we had to confirm what a vibe check meant. All right, vibe check is for people that get exiled off of the planet. Okay, why does it know what a vibe is? I don't know. So maybe Sarah and John have something to do with people who are exiled, because once you're exiled, you don't have to follow the rule of being named Malik, right? Okay. You look at the files. You look at the files that John gave you and read the clues that he listed. Let's see if he put anything else on that paper. There's not much to go on. Just a few witness statements and some surveillance footage from around the time of Sarah's disappearance. You start by reviewing the witness statements. One person saw Sarah leaving a coffee shop with an unknown man, while another saw her getting into a car with the same man. Their surveillance footage seems to confirm this, but the man's face is obscured by a baseball cap and sunglasses. You frown and lean back in your chair thinking it's not much to go on, but it's a start. You decide to start by trying to track down the car that Sarah got into. You pull out your laptop and start searching for any information that might help you find it. The people kicked out may have offspring after being evacuated from the planet, so those are Malik's who had John's and Sarah's. Aliens confirmed. All right, so we gotta find the car. Okay. I gotta get in my bag right there. I gotta get in my bag for this. You realize the car model is one you have always liked. The Malik, the Malika Guinea. The Malika Guinea. There's only ever been. What if John is the reason Sarah's missing? We might have to try to see if we can get that. There's only been 10 made on Malikia. So let's see what the AI says. Malik Mobile Task Force needs to be dispatched in order to find the alien. As you search for information about the car that Sarah got into, you realize that it's the model that you've always been particularly fond of, the Malika Ghini. It's a sleek, sporty vehicle that's known for its speed and agility. As you dig deeper, you discover that there have only been 10 Malika Ghinis made on Malikia. You immediately see the potential lead and start trying to track down the owners of these rare cars. It's a long shot, but it's worth a try. You spend the next few hours following up on leads and tracking down information. It's slow going, but eventually you manage to compile a list of 10 owners of Malika Ghinis on the planet. Now all you have to do is figure out which of them might be connected to Sarah's disappearance. All of them are named Malik, so do I have their last names? Do they have last names? They're all named Malik. This is like an episode of Rick and Morty. As you file the names of the owners of the cars, you start to think, what if Sarah is an alien? I mean, her name isn't Malik. As you file the names of the Malika Ghini owners away for further investigation, you can't help but think about the strange coincidence of Sarah's non-Malik name. You start to wonder if there could be a connection between Sarah's name and her disappearance. Could it be possible that Sarah is an alien or from a different planet entirely? You decide to do some more digging and see if you can find any information about Sarah's background. You start by searching through public records and see if you can find any clues on where she might be from. It's slow going, but eventually you manage to piece together a bit of Sarah's history. It turns out that she was adopted as a child and her adoptive parents gave her the name Sarah. She had always known that she was different from the other children on Malikia, but have never really thought much about it. As you continue your investigation, you start to wonder if Sarah's adoption and her different name could be a connection to her disappearance. It's a theory that's worth pursuing, but you'll need more evidence before you can be sure. You make a note to follow up on it and continue your investigation. Oh my gosh. Where do we go from here, y'all? Where do we go from here? Isn't it curious? Oh, that's what I'll add. I'll add that to the AI. I'll add that to the AI. It's also weird that John, is it non-Malik? Is that the name now? Another non-Malik. John, another non-Malik, assigned me the case. As you continue your investigation, you can't help but notice another strange coincidence. The fact that John, another non-Malik, was the one who assigned the case. You start to wonder if there could be a connection between John, Sarah, and the other non-Malik individuals you come across during your investigation. You decide to do some more digging and see if you can find any information about John's background. You start by searching through public records and see if you can find any clues about where he might be from. It's slow going, but eventually you manage to piece together a bit of John's history. It turns out that he, like Sarah, was adopted as a child and given a different name. His adoptive parents had always been open with him about his adoption, and he had never really thought much about it. As you continue your investigation, you start to wonder if there could be a connection between John, Sarah, and the other non-Malik individuals you come across. It's a theory that's worth pursuing, but you'll need more evidence before you can be sure. Was it just a mistake the AI made once? No, it made the mistake twice. It had John, it had me go in and meet John, and then the case was about a missing person named Sarah. So I checked the AI. I told the AI it's weird that there's John and Sarah, they're non-Maliks, and the AI gave a whole background on why they aren't named Malik. Malik Tatership. So both John and Sarah are non-Maliks. You open up Malik Google again. How many non-Maliks reside on Malik Kia? This is what we need to know. This is what we need to know. This is what we need to know. How many non-Maliks are on Malik Kia? According to the information, you find that there are a very small number of non-Maliks living on Malik Kia. These individuals are mostly adoptees or refugees who have been granted special permission to reside on the planet. They make up a tiny fraction of the planet's population and are generally well-respected members of society. You make a note of this information and continue your search. It's still not clear if there's a connection between Sarah's non-Malik name and her disappearance. Wait, now it knows what you're up to? I believe they exiles that snuck back to the planet. So they're saying, this what sticks out to me now. This is what sticks out to me now. Non-Maliks are well-respected members. And some of them are refugees. This case is bigger. This case is bigger than just Sarah. This case is way bigger than just Sarah, y'all. We gotta get to the bottom of this. We gotta get to the bottom of all this, man. When I was younger, I gotta think of something. I want the AI to tell me more about well-respected members. When I was younger, I never heard about non-Maliks. The first one I ever met was John. John always had a nice car and nice jewelry. I'm throwing John under the bus because I got to get to the bottom of this. I'm throwing John under the bus. As you sit at your desk going through your memories and trying to piece together any clues that might help your investigation, you realize you never really thought much about non-Maliks before. You always lived on Malik Kia, and as far as you knew, everyone on the planet was named Malik. The first non-Malik you ever met was John, and you remember being a little surprised when he introduced himself. You hadn't really thought about the fact that there could be people on the planet with different names. John always seemed like a nice guy though, and he always had a nice car and nice jewelry. You wonder if there could be a connection between his non-Malik name and his financial success. I don't even know where to go from there. I don't even, so non-Maliks are some privileged society? What is happening? Told you, government connections. I'm so invested. Help. What is happening? Who? You type in Google again, or Malik. Oh, Malik Google. My bad. You type in Malik Google. Who are the top 5 richest people in Malik Kia? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're all named Malik. They're all named Malik. Malik Patel, CEO of Patel Industries. The AI caught on. The AI caught on. You're writing a best-selling book right now. The AI caught on, y'all. The AI caught on. It didn't give me a non-Malik for that top 5. It didn't give me a non-Malik for that top 5. You make a note of this information, continue your search, wonder if any of these individuals can be connected to Sarah's disappearance. It's still not clear if there's a connection between wealth and the non-Malik names you've come across during your investigation. You look at the last names of the top 5 richest and look at the last names for the Malik Agini owners. We still have that list of the Malika Guinea owners. I gotta make sure I spelled that right. All these all these spelling terms. Yeah. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Malika Guinea owners. There we go. Yeah, you made it obvious. I'm not gonna be obvious anymore. Now that you've said that, I'm not gonna be obvious anymore. As you review the list of the top 5 richest people on Malikia, you can't help but notice that their last names are all different. You think back to the list of Malika Guinea owners that you compiled earlier and realize that their last names are also all different. You start to wonder if there could be a connection between the non-Malik last names and the ownership of the rare, expensive Malika Guineas. It's a theory that's worth pursuing, but you'll need more evidence. Wait. You decide to do some more digging to see if it find any relation between the relationships of the Malika Guinea owners and the richest individuals on Malikia. You start by searching through public records and see if you can find any clues about any connections. It's slow going, but eventually you manage to piece together some information that seems to support your theory. It looks like several of the Malika Guinea owners are connected to the richest individuals on the planet through business or personal relationships. It's still not clear if there's a direct connection between the non-Malik last names and the ownership of the Malika Guineas, but it's a lead. Okay, so it's confirmed, y'all. There's some sort of connection between the non-Maliks and the actual Maliks, the rich people. So let's look up who's the richest non-Malik. Because I know how to make this juicy. Oh, it had me. I just put in, I look up and it used Malik Google. Anyway. According to the information you find, the richest non-Malik on Malika is a man named John Smith. It's not the same John though. John is the CEO of a successful tech company is known for, wait. Wondering if there could be a connection between John's non-Malik name and his financial. Wait, is that the same John? Or is the AI confused? Is John a cop? I thought John was a cop, right? So that's not the same John then. I'm just gonna tell the AI that. The richest non-Maliks may be connected to the immigrants. Yes. What if they're all Johns and Sarahs? What if there's a John and Sarah population on Malikia? Wait, John? I'm just gonna do wait, John. That's all I'm gonna say. I just want to see what the AI says back to that. As you view the information about the non-richest or about the richest non-Maliks, you can't help but feel a sense of surprise when you see that the man's name is John. Could this be the same John that you know from the police department? The coincidence seems too great to be a coincidence. You decide to do some digging to see if you can find any information about the connection between the two Johns. You start by searching through the public records and see if you can find any clues. It's slow going, but eventually you manage to piece together some information, seems to support your theory. It looks like the John from the police department and the John who's the CEO of the tech company are the same person. You can't believe it. You had no idea that your friend and colleague was also the richest non-Malik on the planet. You make a note to ask John about his background and see if he can shed any light on the mystery. And you continue your investigation to determine any clues. Wow. Yeah, I'm with you, V. If the AI thought to make John the same person on purpose, there's definitely a connection. Come on, y'all. I'm a detective. I knew that from the jump. Why is a non-Malik asking me to find another non-Malik? I think there's one last thing we need though. We don't know Sarah's last name. You look at the file and see Sarah's last name. It's the last thing we need. Flip through the pages and eventually come across her full name. Sarah Johnson. Okay, it's not the same last name as John. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't even think we've seen the last name John. Or Johnson. Where was that list? Let's go back to that list. No. Yeppy, what's good? Happy New Year, Yeppy. All good, all good. We'll be here for a little bit longer. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play GTA. We are here right now. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for GTA. Okay. So there's two ways we can go with this. I say we go back and ask John what's up. I say we just start with all the information we have. We ask John what's up. John, I looked into it, man. You didn't tell me you was the richest non-Malik on the planet. You meet up with John in the morning at the police station to confront him about being the richest non-Malik. Let's see how this conversation goes. The next morning you arrive at the police station and make your way to John's office. You knock on the door and wait for him to invite you in. Hey Malik, what's up? John says, looking up from his desk as you enter. We need to talk. I've been doing some digging and I've discovered that you're the richest non-Malik on the planet. Why didn't you tell me? John sighs and rubs his temples. I guess I just never thought it was relevant. It's not like my name or my wealth have anything to do with my job as a detective. I just wanted to be judged on my own merits, not my name or my bank account. That's valid. That's valid. I understand. But it's important that you be open and transparent with me. We're partners and we need to trust each other if we're going to solve this case. You're right, John says, looking contrite. I'm sorry, I should have been more open with you. It won't happen again. It's okay. Now let's get back to work. We've got a missing person to find. I wonder if John has charges on his record. All non-Maliks seem off. You ask John. Why did your parents name you John? Let's just be real with him. Why are you not named Malik? After your conversation about John and his wealth, you decide to ask him about his background. Shogun in the building, what's good? We're role playing with an AI right now, Shogun. Tune in. Tune in. After your conversation with John about his wealth, you decide to ask him about his background. Hey, John, can I ask you a personal question? Why did your parents name you John? For those just tuning in, my name is Malik. I'm on the planet Malikia, and I'm a private investigator. Everyone on the planet is named Malik, except for refugees and adopted children. We found out through Malik Google, non-Maliks are some of the most powerful people on this planet. And the cop that was assigned to giving me this case of finding a missing person is a non-Malik, and the missing person is a non-Malik. This is the most conceited. And with that, we now are trying to figure out why are these non-Maliks just running around? And John, come to find out, is one of the richest non-Maliks. So that's the conversation we're in right now, man. Why is your name John? Why are you the richest person on this planet? Hopefully that gets us some clues on where Sarah is. Word conceded. I speak Spanish. Let's check Google. Proud of oneself is what Google says. Proud of oneself. John smiles and leans back in his chair. Well, my parents were actually from Earth. This is the first time the AI's brought up Earth. They were refugees who fled to Malikia to escape a war on their home planet. They wanted to give me a name that would be familiar to people on both Malikia and Earth, so they chose John. Fair. It's a Malik verse. Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Oh, I see. That makes sense. So you're an Earthling then. I guess you could say that, John says with a shrug, but I've lived on Malikia for most of my life, so I consider it my home. I understand. Wondering if there could be a connection between John's non-Malik. So that kind of lost us. John is making himself seem very innocent now. That kind of threw us for a loop. That kind of threw us for a loop. He is sus. He's a little sus because he hasn't told us more about what's going on. And yeah, from Earth. Let's question him. Earth. I haven't met anyone from Earth in years. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. I'm not sure, John says with a shrug. I haven't been back since I left as a child. From what I remember, it was a beautiful planet with a wide variety of landscapes, but it was also a very dangerous place with wars and conflict. It sounds like a very different place from Malikia. It is, John says, but I'm grateful to have the opportunity to grow here on this peaceful and prosperous planet. I feel lucky to be part of such a wonderful world. You smile and nod in agreement. I feel the same way, but we have work to do. Why is my dude being so nice? So let me ask you about Sarah. I seen the car that she was taken in is a 1 out of 10 vehicle. Oh, I know how to get him, y'all. I know how to get him. He's the richest person in Malikia. He should know some of these owners. He should know some of these owners. I've been doing some investigating. I've learned that the car that she was taken in is a one-of-a-kind vehicle, a Malikini. There are only 10 of them on this planet. Maybe there is non-Malik phobia. Or John is just hiding something big. I think we have non-Malik phobia, y'all. I think we have non-Malik phobia. We've always lived on a planet where everybody's named Malik. Malik Akini. That's right, John says, nodding. We've been trying to track down the owner of the car, but so far we've come up empty. It's like the car just disappeared into the air. Well, maybe there's a connection between the car and Sarah's disappearance. Do we have any leads on the other owners of the Malikaginis on the planet? We do, John says, pulling out a file from his desk. I've been working on a list of all the known owners of the Malikaginis. It's a small group, but we're hoping that one of them might have some information that can help us find Sarah. That's a good start, you say, taking the file from John. Let's see if we can find any connection between the car owners and Sarah. Maybe one of them knows something that could help us find her. John is being way too... You're technically already on the planet. I can introduce you into the story, Shogun. Oh, we haven't done that yet, y'all. We haven't added people to the characters. I didn't want to do it last one because I wanted to test the AI. I want to do it this one. Your last name's gonna be Shogun because I don't want to put your government out there. Since everybody's name's Malik, your name's gonna be Malik Shogun. But John is sus. John is sus because it's two things. He's being way too ahead of it. He assigned the case to me. Why does he have that information already? Like, he doesn't need me. It feels like he doesn't need me if he's assigning me to the case. And I'm gonna just keep the conversation going. You are the richest person on Malik Kia. Owner of Malik Mate Industry. Okay, bet. I got you. You're the richest person on Malik Kia. As I take a sip from my drink made by Malik Mate Industry. Shouldn't you know most of the owners? Shouldn't you know most of the owners of the Malika Guinea? If you're the richest person on this planet, those should be your friends. You know it's strange, as you say, taking a sip from your drink made by Malik Mate Industries. As the richest person on Malikia, you think you know most of the owners of the Malikinis. Have you ever met any of them? John furrows his brow and thinks for a moment. Now that you mention it, this is such the most suspicious sentence. Oh no! Network error. Regenerate response. Oh, what happened to it? No! No, I think we lost it. Hold on. We got to get it back. Malik Shogun, owner of Malikrasoft. Okay, I'm gonna add you to it. The story died. I think the AI just quit. Okay, here we go. Here it is. You're the richest person on Malikia. Shouldn't you know most of the owners of the Malika Guinea? I suppose I should, but I've always tried to keep a low profile and flaunt my wealth. Oh, it changed its response. I don't like to make a big deal out of it. I understand. But in a case like this, it might be helpful to use your connections to see if any of the Malika Guinea owners are willing to talk to us. Maybe one of them knows something that could help us find Sarah. You're right. Considering your suggestion, I'll see what I can do and make a few calls. Maybe one of the owners will be willing to talk to us. You're not in agreement. I don't like John. I don't like John at all. He smiles sheepishly. You notice John smiled sheepishly. Why didn't you think to call them in the first place? You can't help but notice that John smiled sheepishly when you pointed out that he should know most of the Malika Guinea owners. Why didn't you think to call them in the first place, you ask? I guess I just didn't want to assume that they would be willing to talk to us, John says. I don't want to put them in an awkward position or make them feel like they're being pressured to help. But you're right. If it could help us find Sarah, it's worth a shot. I agree. Let's see what together you and John make a list of the Malika Guinea owners and start reaching out to them, hoping to find any information. All right, this is where we're gonna add you. Shogun. The first Malika Guinea owner that lived about 15 minutes from the station was the owner of Malikrasoft. Malik Shogun. As you and John make your way through the list of Malika Guinea owners, you come across the name Malik Shogun, the owner of Malikrasoft. According to your information, he lives... Plot twist, I didn't do it. Hey, I don't know if you did it or not. I'm just going through the list. I have my list. I've seen I see Microsoft. Maybe we should start with Malik Shogun, you suggested, John. He's close by and he's the CEO of a major company. Maybe he knows something that can help us find Sarah. Good idea, John says, nodding. Let's give him a call and see if he's willing to talk to us. You pick up the phone and dial Malik Shogun's number, hoping that he'll be willing to help. After a few rings, a receptionist answers. Microsoft, how may I help you? Hi, I'm Detective Malik and this is Detective John, you say. We're trying to find a missing person. We believe that a Malik Agini may be connected to the case. We were wondering if we could speak with Malik Shogun to see if he might have any information that could help us. I'm sorry, but Mr. Shogun is a very busy man, the receptionist says. I'm not sure he'll be able to speak with you. We understand, you say, but it's important that we find this missing person as soon as possible. Could you please ask Mr. Shogun if he could make a few minutes to speak with us? It could be a matter of life and death. There's a pause on the other end of the line. I'll see what I can do, the receptionist says. Please hold. You and John wait patiently as the reception... Oh, is it making me... Make your last name childish? I should. I'll add that before the before the reception puts me on hold. I tell her to call me Detective Childish. You quickly say, oh, and please tell Mr. Shogun that I'm Detective Childish. The receptionist gives you a confused look. I'm sorry, did you say Detective Childish, she asks? Yes, that's my name. Detective Malik Childish. Okay. What? Clearly uncertain about your request, I'll let Mr. Shogun know. You and John exchange a glance as the receptionist puts you on hold. What was that all about? Is the AI trying to add something to this that I don't know? John shakes his head and rolls his eyes, but before he can say anything, the receptionist comes back on the line. Detective Childish, Mr. Shogun is willing to speak with you, she says. He's asked me to transfer you to his office. Thank you. Trying to hide excitement. We'll be here soon. The AI just tried to play you. Malik Julie once reported a robbery on Malik Make Industries. One of the robbers called their boss John. Oh, gosh. All right, that will be the next call. That will be the next call we get. Bet. You hang up the phone and turn to John. Looks like we have a lead, you say. Let's go see what Malik Shogun knows about the Malik Agini and Sarah's disappearance. All right. Here we go, Shogun. We walk into the... Oh, I just realized our music stopped, y'all. I realized our music stopped. Here we go. All right, we walk into Mr. Shogun's office. You and John quickly make your way to Malik Shogun's office, eager to see what he knows about the Malik Agini and Sarah's disappearance. You knock on the door and wait for him to invite you in. Come in, a deep voice says from inside the office. You and John enter the office and are greeted by a tall, handsome man with dark hair and piercing blue eyes. He looks to be in his mid-40s and is impeccably dressed in a tailored suit. Hello, Mr. Shogun, you say, introducing yourselves. I'm Detective Malik Childish, and this is Detective John. Nice to meet you, Malik Shogun says, shaking your hands. Please have a seat. You and John take a seat across from Malik Shogun's desk and get right down to business. Mr. Shogun, we're investigating a missing person case, and we believe that a Malik Agini may be connected to the disappearance, you say. We were hoping you might be able to help us. I'll do what I can, Malik Shogun says, leaning back in his chair. What do you need to know? Well, for starters, do you own a Malik Agini? I do, Malik Shogun says, nodding. It's a beautiful car, one of the finest I've ever owned. But I don't see how it could be connected to a missing person case. What makes you think that? You explain to Malik Shogun about the sighting of Malik Agini at the scene of Sarah's disappearance, and the fact that there are only 10 of them on the planet. We're just trying to explore all of our leads, you say. Do you have any information that could help us find Sarah and bring her home safely? You show Shogun the photo of the Malik Agini. What color is yours? Mr. Shogun, do you recognize this car? It's a Malik Agini like the one you own. Can you tell us what color yours is? Malik Shogun looks at the photo and frowns. I'm sorry, but I don't recognize this car, he says, and mine is black. I don't know if that helps. It's okay, you say, trying not to show your disappointment. We appreciate your time and your willingness to help. Do you have any information that might lead to be relevant to this investigation? I'm sorry, but I don't, Malik Shogun says, shaking his head. I wish I could be more help, but I really don't know anything about this missing person or how my car might be connected. I was about to say black. Thank you for your time, Mr. Shogun. You say, standing up to leave. We'll keep looking and see if we can find any other leads. If you think of anything, please don't hesitate to contact us. I will. Malik Shogun stands up, shaking your hand. I hope you find Sarah and bring her home safely. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Dang! Okay. Shogun innocent, y'all. As far as we know, the Malik Aginis didn't match. I got you right here. As we leave his office, a call comes through my phone. I answer it. This is the police station. There's a person here named Malik Julie that says she wants to speak to John. Are you with him? Are you with him? He's not answering his phone. All right, we're testing the AI again. We're testing the AI again. I'm gonna have my ears to the streets. Appreciate you, Shogun. We gotta find Sarah. We gotta find Sarah, man. Guilty. All right, as we leave his office, a call comes through my phone. I answer it. This is the police station. Okay, as you and John leave Malik Shogun's office, your phone rings. I haven't been really watching the stream for a while, but we should do this again. This is cool. No, this is in the rotation. Shout out to Red Viper for this. This is fun. This is really fun. As you and John leave Malik Shogun's office, your phone rings. You answer and are greeted by a familiar voice. This is the police station. The voice says, there's a person here named Malik Julie who says she wants to speak to John. Are you with him? He's not answering his phone. Yes, I'm with him. Glancing at John. We're just leaving Malik Shogun's office now. Can you put Malik Julie through to John's phone? Sure thing. Hold on a moment. You hand John his phone and he answers it looking puzzled. Hello, this is John, he says. You can't hear the other side of the conversation, but John's expression changes from confusion to surprise. Really? That's fantastic news. Thank you so much for calling. Wait. John hangs up the phone and turns to you with a grin. That was Malik Julie, he says. She says she has information about Sarah's disappearance. We have to go see her right away. What kind of information, you ask, intrigued? She wouldn't say on the phone, John says, but she sounded very excited. I think we might be getting close to solving this case. You nod in agreement. Julie, is this where you say somebody robbed your store and they said their boss's name is John? This is gonna be so awkward. You're really gonna put Detective Childish in that situation? You're really gonna put Childish in that situation? Oh no, okay. Okay, here we go. Zazu, what's good? Happy New Year, Zazu. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. You played it so well that I'm kind of learning how to type to it to get good responses. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe John might. We'll just see, Julie. We'll just see how the AI takes it. You get back to the police station. You get back to the police station and see Malik Julie sitting there. The owner of Malik Mate Industries. Thank you for coming in. let's head back to the office. As you motion to the office, John walks the other direction. I'm testing the AI. I want the AI to give me more. You and John return to the police station and see Malik Julie sitting in the waiting area. Thank you for coming in, you say, approaching her. I'm Detective Childish, and this is Detective John. Can you tell us why you wanted to speak with us? Yes, of course, Malik Julie says, standing up. I'm the owner of Malik Mate Industries, and I have information that I think might be relevant to your investigation. What kind of information, you ask? I prefer to discuss it in private, Malik Julie says, glancing around the busy police station. Could we speak in your office? Sure thing, you say, mentioning for Malik Julie to follow you. But as you start to lead the way, you notice that John is heading in the opposite direction. Where are you going? I'm sorry, but I have to take this call, John says, holding up his phone. It's important. I'll meet you in the office as soon as I can. You nod and continue walking with Malik Julie, hoping that she has the information you need to find Sarah and bring her home safely. As you enter your office and close your door, you turn to Malik Julie with an expectant look. Okay, what do you know about Sarah's disappearance, you ask? Hey, Julie, you foreign! For those who don't know, mate is a drink. It's like a tea. It's like a tea drink. Dub story? Bet. Okay. Sarah says her security team caught some chumps stealing packages at the factory. At the factory where they make their mate tea. Let's make sure the AI knows that it's mate tea. The security team interrogated them. Julie from Latin Malik America, but now Industries working Malik America. I don't know, you know how to spell interrogated. The security team interrogated the thieves, and they told them that their boss's name is John, and he is going to come save them. How about that? How about that, AI? I own a factory where we make our mate tea, Malik Julie says. A few days ago, my security team caught some people stealing packages from the factory. When they interrogated the thieves, they mentioned that their boss's name is John, and he was going to come and save them. Your eyebrows raise in surprise. Did your security team get any more information about this, John? Malik Julie shakes her head. No, that's all they told us. But I thought it might be relevant to your investigation, given that your partner's name is John, and he's involved in this case. You nod. Considering this new information is certainly a coincidence, but it could be a crucial lead. Thank you for telling us this, you say to Malik Julie. We'll definitely follow up on it and see if this leads us anywhere else. I hope this helps. Malik Julie standing leaves. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of more help. We'll be in touch. I want to ask you immediately, though. Before you leave, Malik Julie, how did you know we were on this case? How did you know that, Julie? How did you know we was on this case? Before Malik Julie leaves your office, you remembered to ask her a question that's been on your mind. Before you go, I was wondering how you knew we were on this case. Oh, I have my sources. Malik Julie winks. I know a lot of people in the police department, and they keep me informed about what's going on. When I heard that you were investigating a missing person case and that a Malika Guinea was involved, I thought I might be able to help. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing this information with us. It could be a crucial lead in our investigation. I'm glad I could help. I hope you find Sarah and bring her home safely. There's something else I can do to assist. Don't hesitate. Julie, I don't like how involved you are right now. I don't like this. Could John be involved in Sarah's disappearance? You decide to call him and see if he can shed light on the situation. You call John in your office. Me neither. You call John in the office and tell him what just happened. 2 meter requests in 1 hour. Oh, that might be it, y'all. We might have to continue this another time. We might have to continue this another time, man. No.